everybody, and welcome to our I almost said Survivor Series, our Royal Rumble preview show. Joining me this evening on this episode is everybody, including you. Yes, you, the people, could be here in the chat on YouTube. Beans, Chucks, and Will, how you guys doing?
Hello.
Sorry, I'm
good.
all sorts of disheveled. I didn't realize how short the new intro was. I'm still getting used to it. So I had like a mouthful of gummy bears. And I had to like chew them and swallow them quickly when the cue came up. And I was like, oh shit. So that's
unprofessional.
I know. I'm sorry. This is like my literal breakfast for right now. How you guys doing?
I'm good, thanks.
I'm good. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
Same here.
It's one of my favorite weekends of the year. Rumble weekend.
Yeah. I cannot believe we. It feels so long since the last pay-per-view, TLC, and now we're at the Rumble, and it's a great way to.
It has been a while.
It's a great way to kick the year off.
I've invested in a new microphone as well, so I should be coming through loud and clear. Well, clear at least. I'm sorry to say again.
I invested in. Hey, there we go.
Oh, hey, whoa, there you go. I'm not going to be left out.
Hey.
Ah, shit.
Haha, Beans doesn't have a drink. Haha.
I do, but it's in a water bottle.
Yeah. Oh, can you there you go. That counts.
No, that
That
sounds like a
counts.
toilet seat.
A little bit.
I spent all the money I had on this microphone, so I haven't got a drink.
Oh.
I hope you'll have some money within a few days, otherwise you're in a real spot of bother.
I hope your microphone lasts longer than mine did. I bought a professional-looking microphone probably a year ago now. It doesn't pick anything up anymore.
Really?
Can't work out why.
You did say that you picked up a professional-looking one, not a professional microphone.
Yeah, it's on an arm and everything. It swings around. It looks great. Pop filter and everything.
I need to get one of those like mechanical arms.
Yeah, that's next on my list. I think I was very close to buying a Yeti. I know that they're the big thing at the minute.
I don't know about them. Everyone's got one, so I'm suspicious.
That's what I'm using.
Yeah.
I was very close to buying one.
Everyone's got one, so I'm suspicious.
I know, yeah. What's that about?
So everyone plays Fortnite. It's a bit shit. Like, you gotta be suspicious when everyone does something, right?
You can get a microphone and not play Fortnite. You do realize that, right?
No, I'm just saying, there's something about popularity that makes you question things. Why is everyone doing this? It can't be good.
Are you one of these people that thinks...
Why is everyone doing this? It can't be good.
Yeah.
Like voting or taxes.
Or veganism, exactly.
Or veganism, yeah.
Oh my god.
The keto diet.
To be fair, I don't trust vegans. You're right there.
Right? Saying. It's like the new CrossFit. What's up with that? It's like a cult.
Are you one of these people who thinks the Alexas are listening to you all the time?
Well, I mean, they are.
To be fair, I do think they are. I am kind of.
They
with you on
definitely
that.
are.
Just eavesdropping on conversations.
It's the new ones with the cameras. You gotta be careful of.
But they do that too. The Ring doorbells are Amazon.
They do actually. Yeah, I've read about them.
It was something like only if you send the data to Amazon or something like that is when they can spy in or whatever. Like you have to opt in for something.
That's what they want
you
you
have
to
to opt
do.
in. I was going to say, I bet that's by default. They have that.
Apparently, if you say there's a thing on Reddit. If you say certain words, like obviously not Alexa, but if you say certain things, it can pick up and start recording. So if you say like bomb,
some news story or something, weren't they? Where some couple was having like an argument or something, and it like rang the police or something like that.
Yeah, seen a couple of different. I've seen one where there was an argument going on, and he said, "I'm going to kill you" or something. And then
Lex
obviously,
said, "No, I better step
obviously
in."
didn't mean it, but it's what you say in an argument, isn't it? And then
No,
I don't know. I'm sure you lot have all said that you're going to kill me at some point.
I have not.
only in the
Oh.
prediction game.
yeah,
Mm,
I've threatened to beat you
Technicalities.
quite heavily.
Chucks was trying to murder John Cena a couple of years back.
I
Oh,
was not
God,
trying to
yeah.
murder John Cena. I was claiming that he had committed manslaughter. That's
brutal.
I think, Beans, you wanted to kill Mojo Rawley at one point as well.
I still do.
Oh, okay, well.
That's an active
Acknowledge
threat.
it. Yeah, why not? Let's see Amazon knock on my door.
To be fair, they probably go, "Oh, it's him." Yeah, fair enough.
Probably bloody give me like another extra month of Amazon Prime for when I'm in prison.
I wonder if prisoners can get Amazon Prime.
I think that's about the only thing Amazon don't run yet, is prisons.
Give them time.
Alright, well, moving on.
Sentences done within 24 hours.
aren't there like sorting offices supposed to be basically prison camps or slave labor?
Ooh, yeah.
Do you know I'm really tempted. You can go on a tour of the delivery centres.
No, it's got to be. It's got to be
It'll-
one like a front, right, where they
Oh,
have
yeah,
everyone working. Like,
Yeah,
I'm really
yeah.
happy to work here.
Everyone's
No,
really happy.
all those things you hear about having to run around and pissing yourself because you can't get enough time to, get to your next pick.
Yeah,
It's just
never
go,
mind
"No,
your
it's-
dead
that's
work
how it's
colleague that's just
luxury."
died from exhaustion on the floor.
Yeah,
Carry on
right.
working.
Just don't go through that door. You don't need to see anything through that door. It's curious because of the armed guards.
Yeah, there's one of the delivery centres not too far from me. I am quite tempted to go on tour, see what happened. But
You'll never come out. You'll be recruited.
yeah, I'll be it then.
Oh, that's the recruitment policy.
Speaking of dictatorship, WWE.
Alright. Should we get into the Rumble predictions here? Also, Ed's joined us in the chat. How you doing, Ed? Nice to see you.
Hey, Ed.
Hello, Ed.
Let's get ready to grumble.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Alright, well.
So we've got some catching up to do.
Yeah. Throw this up to
And
the stream here.
I won't take long over it because it's not very interesting now. It's 6 weeks ago, TLC. It was a close
So
one.
last year.
It's so last decade, right?
Yeah.
Let's live stream up so I know what you're showing us. I mean, it's still 15 seconds delay or something, but
Right, yeah.
still be able to catch up a little bit. Stay up. Right. It's close. We had eight games to predict, 8 matches to predict. Me and Beans won joint on four out of 8. All the same ones, in fact. New Day, Wyatt, Aleister Black, and Humberto Carrillo. Smoot and Will lagging behind a little on 3 out of 8, but that's close. Could be a lot worse. So going into this one, we have predicted exactly 100 matches. It's a big milestone. 100 matches, and in joint third, Smoot and Will are now on 54 each.
That is correct.
And then Beans on 69 is just ahead of me on 67. So it's all to play for.
Ooh. For some reason, I had it in my head that I'd lost the lead. So I'm quite pleasantly surprised on that.
You nearly did a couple of shows back. Yeah, we were on... oh, no, we weren't. I'm looking at... No, you've been all right.
I'll
I've
take it.
closed the gap a little bit, but you're still...
Am I 16 points behind? 15.
15.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
It's like role play where you're playing Man City and Chuck's.
I was just going to say, it's
Ah.
good. Just go it's not 16, because then I'll feel like a City fan. But
No, it's gone quiet on me.
I remember when we were 16 in front.
Oh, to be fair, Chubbs, the guy over there can't really talk because he's 30 points behind.
We were 16 in front of him, exactly.
I just remember days when I didn't dread playing games like Burnley.
Burnley.
Apparently, yeah.
Times.
I mean, good God. Do any of you shudder if you draw Milton Keynes in the FA Cup?
I just can't believe Liverpool beat Wolves in the end. It was going so well. For
It
a while.
was looking a bit dodgy yesterday, right?
I was so happy. Clock time. Alright, let's move on from that.
Wouldn't have made any difference.
No, it wouldn't. Would have made me feel a little bit better.
We can lose 6 games and still win.
Alright, just to bring Snoop back into this a little bit, who have you got for the Super Bowl?
The Chiefs. Super Bowl being next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Well, as you can understand, me being a Chargers fan, I cannot support Kansas City.
So who's in it this year?
Kansas and San Francisco.
Yeah, the 49ers and the Chiefs.
I think someone I know works for 49ers fan. He'll be quite happy.
I'd be quite happy.
I'm just glad it's not the Patriots.
Yeah.
I do know a Patriots fan. He's not being impressed lately. So.
Oh, they done. Sorry, but you know, when you
so
dominate for years on end, it's like, you know.
Are they like what Man United's weird football?
Were, yeah.
It's nice that you admitted that United were. That's how bad things are at the moment, that I will take just acknowledgements of previous achievements.
Chiefs slight favourites there, not by much.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's going to be difficult to stop Patrick Mahomes, I think.
Who's doing the halftime show this year?
Oh god, it's got to be someone ancient.
I think it's DJ Khaled, I think?
Who?
That can't be.
Let me see.
Surely it's someone we've heard of.
They were mentioning it, like, on SmackDown. I think it was. His name was started.
The halftime show will be co-headlined by Jennifer Lopez and Shakira.
Oh, he must be doing the pregame then. Yeah. You're right.
Didn't that happen, like, last year or the year before?
It's something like that, yeah. It feels like it.
God, I just feel like they're recycling them.
I mean, they kind of are.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars will have to come back next year.
Well, he was pretty good, actually.
None of them were as good as the Who.
No. So what do we have? We had Maroon 5 last year.
Oh God, that was where he was just obsessed with taking his shirt off.
Justin Timberlake, he was okay. Lady Gaga was alright. Coldplay.
I'll give Lady Gaga credit because she jumped off the roof.
Katy Perry and that shark that couldn't dance. I remember. Left shark. He was a thing for a week. Bruno Mars. Beyonce. Madonna.
That's
Yeah.
ancient.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that's Super Bowl. We'll talk about that one next week.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Is anything set up for the pre-show? No? Nothing announced for the pre-show?
Not yet.
So, I guess we'll just jump in then. The only non-title, non-stipulation match is Shorty G versus Sheamus.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Why is this happening again?
Because Shorty G is short and Sheamus is not.
Right. Got you.
It's like rivalry of the decade.
Almost by default.
No.
No.
There's got to be something else within this very short decade span that beats this.
It was better than Reigns and Corbin and the dog food.
Oh,
Hmm.
I don't know.
I'm eating gummy bears here. Don't kill my appetite.
At least, like, I can't recall, or for a very long time, dog food being used in wrestling. Whereas Sheamus has literally just gone back about 6 years.
Speaking of Sheamus, I'm picking him to win against Shorty G.
Mm.
Fuck this company, that's why. Can I say that?
I think so.
Alright.
So we like.
When you just did. We're live, pal.
I mean,
take it
we've
back
lost a contract now, like, but yeah, don't worry about it.
Casper mattresses won't touch us now.
Making my phone call with Vince later on very difficult.
Sorry, Vince. I don't want you to lose your credentials.
You called him a dictator earlier.
I didn't call him a dictator, that was Will.
No, that was me. Hi.
Still.
But he ignores everything that Will says because he's from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like a disease.
Knew you were going to do that.
Are we all agreed that Sheamus has to win this one then?
He does have to win it, but whether he does is a different matter.
Whether he wants to or not.
I think he will, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, done.
Sheamus
It's
wins.
his
'cause
first
he's-
match back.
Exactly. He has to.
Gotta win.
Falls count anywhere. Roman Reigns, King Corbin, maybe some dog food, maybe not. Presumably it's kind of hardcore roles, so we could see some Usos, we could see Ziggler and Rude get involved.
Well, if you're not sure on the rules of a Falls Count Anywhere match, Michael Cole will tell you. He spent the first 10 minutes of SmackDown explaining what would
skipped
happen.
Did he explain it well?
Well, apparently it can happen anywhere in the arena.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Falls can count. They actually count anywhere.
Literally, and as I said, if any stipulation in wrestling didn't need explaining, it's a Falls Count Anywhere match.
I tell you, what really does need explaining is the fist fight from a couple of
Well,
weeks ago.
exactly. And that wasn't explained?
No.
Who's in it? It's Reigns and Corbin, isn't it? Yeah.
Reigns and Corbin.
I want to go Reigns.
I think Reigns has to win it just because he didn't the last one, and we're now going into Mania season.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
agree with that.
I'm seeing like maybe Usos and Ziggler and Rude.
Oh, it'll be
into a
everyone.
skirmish.
Yeah.
And that leaves Reigns and Corbin to their lonesome. Just why I'm gonna probably pick Corbin. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'll go with Reigns as well.
Get to that predictable time of year. We all just say the same thing. Right, Reigns wins, and then we move on.
Do you think if, just to entertain, that's kind of a question in the chat here, do you think if Reigns loses this match, he's going to win? If he loses this match against Corbin, do you think he's going to be in the Rumble to possibly win that?
He's going to be in the Rumble anyway, I think.
Well, yeah.
Win or lose.
But yeah, he loses this, and then he just gets the title opportunity, you know? And people will probably shit all over that.
Surely they can't let Reigns win the Rumble again.
Oh, I don't know. It's been 5 years. I think there's a fairly strong possibility of it. We'll get to that bit very soon. But yeah, I'd imagine it's possible. US title, Andrade Humberto Carrillo. They did this match 6 weeks ago as well. No, they didn't. That was non-title. But they did the match and Humberto Carrillo won. So,
Yeah, it was an unannounced match until like the last minute.
yeah.
Yeah.
Carrillo's just coming back off of a... I don't know what happened to him, but he disappeared for a while.
Did he
He
take
got
like a spot
DDT'd on the
on the
concrete.
outside? Yeah. And then he was out for like a few weeks, and then it's just been Andrade, Rey Mysterio for God knows how long.
Hmm.
Which, by the way, that ladder match was brutal. More
It
ways
was,
than one.
yeah. There was a rumor going around that they kind of give up on Carrillo, on that they didn't think he was any good anymore.
What?
But,
Why?
well,
Done anything yet?
exactly.
He got injured, taking a couple of weeks off, and now... I don't know.
Yeah, but one of the change reports a couple of weeks ago. I think he's winning this though, actually. Anyway, so
It's because usually when guys get a couple of weeks off, they come back 20 pounds heavier. And Carrillo came back and looked exactly the same. And Vince is like, this guy doesn't know how to be injured. Have you seen Robert Roode since he came back? Like, wasn't he popped for steroids or something?
Wellness
Yeah.
violation.
Come on. This 45-year-old guy jacked as ever. Okay, fine, great.
I'll, with that logic, I guess. Andrade just retained it. I kind of want to go with Carrillo, but I'll stick with Andrade.
Yeah, I don't think you can flip-flop it again.
I mean, they can, but I don't think they're going to do it.
Okay, two Andrades, Will.
which obviously I don't know. I just said Carrillo. Sorry.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Ooh, interesting. I'm going to go Carrillo 2,
Oh, come on!
only because I think he might win by DQ. I think this one isn't over.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I could be embarrassed by that one.
I think I might just embarrass myself.
So you're going with
yeah,
Andrade as
just
well,
safe.
Beans?
Yeah, Andrade, but
Ah.
I'm worried now.
SmackDown Women. Bayley is defending against Lacey Evans, who got a bit weepy on SmackDown, talking about her childhood.
Yeah,
Apparently it was
the promo was weird.
It's really weird. Cole asked, so something about getting into the military, and she went, "Yeah, I wanted a better life for myself, so that led me to WWE." That's got
There's
nothing.
something very similar. I don't know if anyone's ever seen this. The bump they do on YouTube. It's like a talk show kind of thing.
Mm.
She was on that last week, and she did something quite similar. They were asking about how she got into the military, and their daughter was with her, and she started crying.
Huh.
Well, she's just easily emotional.
She's easily cryable. You just bring up the military.
Weird. Okay. Is she winning the women's title?
You know what? Why the hell not? Sure. Not like Bailey's doing anything.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll go with it. That'll be my like bold prediction of the.
That is
show
a
here.
bold prediction.
Yeah. This might
I'm
be where
gonna
they
go
do
Bailey.
the DQ finish that you were coming up with, Chucks.
Wrong match, yeah, could be. Anyone else got anything?
I'm saying Bailey.
You're saying Bailey.
Yeah, I think I'll go Bailey as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
me
on.
too.
Come on.
The heels don't lose titles this close to WrestleMania. They have to wait until the big show. Not the big show, who's just made a return. But, you know.
Well.
All right, Bailey, and then sweet spot for Lacey Evans. Could happen. Could happen. The Raw Women's title. Becky Lynch is defending against Asuka. She can't beat Asuka, famously. Could this be the time it finally happens?
I'm going with Asuka.
Really?
Really?
Ask
I'm
for
gonna
two
go Becky.
belts.
Going Becky.
I'm also going with Becky.
Come on.
Well, that's quick. Got through that. The WWE title match is The Fiend defending against Daniel Bryan in a strap match. Apparently,
This is the Universal title.
it's Universal. Oh, damn, of course it is. Well, it
I knew
makes
you
no
meant.
difference.
Don't worry.
It's the same thing.
One's blue, one's black.
Yeah, I'm still used to the Universal being red. So yeah, that's what it is. It is for the Universal title, but it's in a strap match because the Fiend keeps disappearing down a hole, and Daniel Bryan thinks if they're strapped together, he can't disappear down the hole.
Can you not just drag him down the hole with him?
You would
Please
think.
tell me that wasn't actually like given us any kind of reasoning in the promo.
Yeah,
Not now.
well, that's what
Oh,
Daniel
yeah.
Bryan.
That's
What Brian
exactly
said.
why.
He said that.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm making this match because I'm tired of being drugged down the hole. Or something along those lines, yeah.
Bray Wyatt's winning this. The Fiend.
Yeah, I'm going with the Fiend. Absolutely.
So when it's a strap match, it's not a four corners thing, is it? It's just
Not
literally.
WWE.
Well, it could be. They've done strap matches with the four corners rules and not as well. So who knows?
As if it was for the four corners thing. There's a part of me that wondered whether that was a way of beating the Fiend without pinning him.
Yeah. So it doesn't say that strap match where a leather strap will be tied to the wrist of each competitor. So it doesn't say anything about the four corners rule.
I'll go with the Fiend then.
Fiend all round. Yeah, it's just not time for him to lose it. He's got to go to WrestleMania and lose it to the big dog. So, it's the big matches now. The Rumbles. Let's start with the Women's Rumble. I'm not going to go through all of... Oh, actually, I might as well, because there's only, 9.
There's 9. Yeah.
So there will be 30. But so far, we know Charlotte, Sarah Logan, and Natalya from Raw. We got Carmella and Dana Brooke, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross from SmackDown. But, there's many openings for anyone else to be involved as well.
I think this might be the one where it's, loaded with surprises.
Yeah.
Think so?
What? You mean like Lita, Trish?
Tori Wilson again. Michelle McCool will be in there.
Yeah. Kelly's going to endanger herself. Tori Wilson is going to commit manslaughter.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's a bold prediction.
That's a bonus one at the bottom.
Will anyone commit manslaughter?
I was just trying to throw him over the top rope. By the neck.
And in the chat saying Santina Marella. I hope not.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's been seen in the area. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It's been seen in the areas. On the wanted list.
Could you imagine if Santina was a surprise in both the men and female Rumble matches?
That's probably that would be the highlight of Sunday.
How fucking pissed everybody would be about that.
I'd be quite happy with it.
Then you
I don't know. I think woke Twitter were going to meltdown at that point.
Yeah, then you start getting into trans issues and whatnot.
Yeah.
No, I can see that being a PR nightmare.
Yeah, I suppose there's that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, does anyone see the mini controversy that Becky did on the backstage show?
No.
She apparently got asked a few questions about the women, being the main stars and what have you.
Mhm.
And she wants the women to not be referred to as women.
She wants to eliminate the term women.
Yeah. Which NXT have kind of started doing. If you look on this week's NXT, the women's match, all the promo stuff for the women's match at Worlds Collide tonight, it all says it's for the NXT Championship. It doesn't say it's for the Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Which is really confusing.
Yeah, so how does that work?
But yeah, that's essentially what she wants. She wants the women's title to not be called the women's title.
I like
What's it going to be called then?
Well, the obvious thing would be to be the WWE Championship, but then obviously you've got.
But there's already one of those for
exactly.
the men. So what? You have to call it something else.
There's got to be some way
You have to clarify.
Yeah. I like the edit that Matthew of Botchamania did, where instead of the original quote here saying, "I think the best thing for the women's division right now is that we eliminate the term women," he edited it to make it say, "I think the best thing for the women's division right now is that we eliminate women."
Oh,
It's
God.
kind of a funny thing there. I also like this guy's point
How
here.
is that for the best?
I like this guy's point here is like maybe she should stop calling herself the man. Man is a gendered term.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic there, yeah. So.
Didn't she do some other video though, like kind of trying to explain herself on it, saying that it got blown a bit out of proportion or something?
She did, but what she was essentially what she was saying is essentially what she meant.
Right.
Because if you look on the WWE.com now, the preview for the Tony Storm Rhea Ripley match tonight, it says a whole new chapter in the story rivalry between Rhea Ripley and Tony Storm is about to be written, as the Nightmare will collide with her rocking adversary for the NXT Championship at Worlds Collide. Which is confusing. But then, if they've done it for NXT, then surely they're going to have to do it for the others.
If it becomes a thing, then yeah.
We just need to call it NXT Championship 1 and 2.
It's crazy. I understand what she's saying, but I can't see how you can do it.
So they rocking adversary for the NXT Championship there. Then they mentioned the NXT UK Women's Champion. Then they mentioned Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's title.
Yeah.
So, what the hell? I don't get it. And why is it better for the division to not call them women? What's wrong with being a woman now?
I have no idea.
I understand like where she's coming from in this. If you were starting with a clean slate of something now, then you would probably look at it in a different way. But it's an established thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like,
Would you put it in a different way? If I
well,
had a title that women were competing for, I think the only thing I could call them is women. There's not like I'm calling them broads.
I mean, like
God.
if you were setting something up now, and you had a championship, there would be no problem in calling it a women's championship, and the other one would be the men's championship.
I
Right.
think you go the other way though. I think you'd have one title for everyone. If you were starting afresh. I think that's what they want. Or that's the idea, I think. One championship for both genders.
Do they want that?
I think that's what Becky wants. That's the idea.
That was what Becky wants. Well, the
I don't-
company
Well, so she wants to take on Brock Lesnar.
exactly right. The company doesn't even want one belt for the men,
Well, yeah.
That's true, yeah.
so that's not going to happen.
No, that doesn't say. I don't think it's going to happen in WWE. But if you were starting a new company, then I think that's the
Kind of like
right.
how Impact have done it. They've got
Yeah,
one winning the heavyweight. That's.
I don't think you'd have divisions. I think you'd have, you know,
I just
everyone
don't think
go.
that works. I don't think people want to see that. Even if they say they do, it just doesn't. They don't really. It looks weird to have men wrestling women.
Oh, it does, yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I think that's a weird road to go down.
Yeah, you're right. It is. It's just.
And unlike divas, there's no real negative connotation behind the term women.
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's kind of what I want to know. What is she suggesting here? Either it is we just scrap the women's division and everyone is in the one, or she wants them both to be called the same thing, or does she want to use a different word?
I mean, what would happen? Just say, obviously, got the women's title match tonight.
Yeah.
What if there was a NXT men's title match at the same time?
Yeah,
If you're looking at the card, both going to be for the NXT Championship.
Exactly. So you'd have to call it women and men, which is fine. That's what they do when it was. They didn't even say superstar at the end of year awards for NXT. It was.
Yeah.
It was men's and women, but it wasn't superstar. Was it performer or something like that?
Performer, I think. Yeah.
That's all right. You can't have the performer of the year, Adam Cole, and then performer of the year, Shayna Baszler. What?
Baby.
I don't know. I guess we'll see where that goes, but I think there's problems there. However you go down there, that road is.
Oh yeah.
Issues.
Pretty tumultuous, yeah. So with that all being said, who you got winning the Women's Royal Rumble match?
Brock Lesnar.
Alright, Brock.
Oh shit, you broke that.
Manslaughter.
Which, by the way, women were allowed in the Royal Rumble back in '99 when Chyna did it, and 2000 when Chyna did it, and 2010 when Beth Phoenix did it, and then whenever it was that Karma did it.
Yeah.
Didn't Nia Jax in last year's?
Nia Jax was in last year's. And then when they made the Women's Royal Rumble, that was supposed to be this groundbreaking thing. Finally, we're equal.
Yeah.
And now already we have to go back to putting everyone in the same pool again?
Sorry, I just read what's his put.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar by manslaughter. You heard it.
Is it manslaughter or is it just slaughter?
Oh, is it just murder?
Okay.
Yeah. It's definitely premeditated.
Can you made a typo on his name? He's called Bork Laser.
It's called Bork.
Or Brick Wall.
Just plain.
Just murder. Just plain old murder.
That makes it makes it look like you're justifying it though. It was murder, but it was justified. It's just murder.
Yeah.
Oh, no big deal.
Yeah.
I reckon Batista's gonna make a surprise entrance into the women's rumble and throw Dana Brooke over the ropes.
Ah, what a heel turn.
Yeah, what a backstab, yeah. Dana Brooke is announced in it, so.
She was with him at the UFC event the other day.
So that whole dating thing is like for real, for real.
It looks that way, yeah.
Not for play.
He likes the animal.
What was that?
What Santino Morelli used to call him, the manimal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Unless it's a surprise entrant, I think Charlotte's the best pick here to get it. I'm either thinking it's either Charlotte or maybe Nia Jax.
Yeah, she's been out for a long time. Would make a good surprise.
Is there any way I can just like
No.
Okay.
Got to pick one. That's the game.
I'll go with Nia Jax.
Mm.
I'll pull the trigger on it for Beans' like weird murder fetish over there.
Excuse me?
Oh, maybe not
Yeah,
fetish,
fetish.
but whatever. But yeah, I'm sticking with Nia Jax. That's gonna be my other bold pick. How about that? What do you guys think?
I'm going with another bold pick. Molly Holly. No, she was bold for a while. That's that joke.
Oh,
Yeah. No, it's not good. My bold prediction is Shayna Baszler.
You bastard! That's what I was gonna say.
She lost the NXT championship, I guess, recently. It's about time.
Okay.
Molly Hall, no, she was bald.
She was bold.
Well, that's what I put. So because that's the way you're saying it first. So,
This is my bold prediction.
oh, your bold prediction. I see.
My bold prediction. Not just a bold.
Will, who are you picking? Are you sticking with Shayna?
I think Becky wins her match, and then it sets up her and Shayna for Mania.
Mm-hmm.
So you're picking Shayna? And Beans, are you sticking with Bork Laser over there with just murder?
No, I'm feeling that I may need to adjust my pick.
You're going to pick Molly Holly now because I said that.
No.
Was anyone else bold? Has there ever been? Oh, Serena. Serena was bold for a bit
Yeah.
in the Straight Edge Society.
You've got that woman in AEW that had her hair cut very
Who
short.
did the Serena gimmick? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
true. Mel.
What you put Molly Holly because and then just waited for me to say something.
Mel from AEW. Yeah.
See, I kind of agree with you, Shayna Baszler predictions now, but I'm also conscious that I don't want to do the same thing. I might just go with the really boring one and say Charlotte.
Charlotte. Yeah. All right. That's a pretty safe bet. Charlotte wins everything.
What if there's just like no NXT surprises?
Who are the other 21 people then?
I don't know.
Just random performance center nobodies.
Yeah. Chelsea Green,
Just
Sarah
Charlie
Del Rey,
Caruso,
Charlie Caruso, yeah.
Renee Young.
Bork Laser.
Blazer, yeah. There you go.
I also like the Shayna prediction because I think Becky and Bayley are coming out with the belts. And if you remember, the three-way at Survivor Series was those three. So Shayna wins and she's got a choice of her old rivals to go for. She beat Bayley, I think, at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
So she knows she can beat Bayley. I think that plays
Is
into
it-
it. There's history there.
Actually, is there a shout for Ronda Rousey?
Yeah, it could happen.
And then
Uh,
she wants Becky's revenge.
I think we might see her in the match. I don't know if she win it though.
Women's Rumble. What else have we got for surprises here? AJ Lee. Nice. God.
Melina.
You know, that's not as crazy as it sounds, because she was in that, whatever it was. Was it not 1000th episode? What was the one she was on?
NWA Power?
No, she was on an episode of Raw. She was the special referee for 24/7.
Oh,
Title
yeah.
Is it not the SmackDown thing when they went to
Oh,
Fox?
it's SmackDown. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. So she's not totally kicked out of history like she used to be. Although it would be kind of awkward with John Morrison back now.
Oh, yeah.
Could they not rejoin?
No. Jomo's married now. To
Well,
someone else.
it could be a business arrangement, you know, like
Taya
Selena
Valkyrie,
Vega.
I believe.
Taya Valkyrie, exactly.
Yeah. Who kind of looks like Luna Vachon in a way.
It's a total downgrade. I mean, nothing against Taya, but you know, who's not a downgrade?
You're just biased towards Melina. I get it.
There's no top in there. You might as well just give up. AJ Lee, Paige is on there. Ruby Riott, I don't know where she's been. Ember Moon. Where's Ember Moon? Is she injured again?
I think she was injured, wasn't she? Yeah.
Tony Storm. Gianna Perazzo. No, I'm very interesting here. Stephanie McMahon.
Oh. Don't even joke.
Not many good ones there. On the old betting odds. So, I guess that leads us to... I'm not going to read out all the names, it's just everyone on the roster. The Men's Royal Rumble. Who's winning the Men's Royal Rumble? Is it Brock Lesnar?
I'm
going
going
Lesnar.
Lesnar.
Are they all fairly strong entrants, seeing as they've announced nearly everyone? Or is there a lot of shit?
Mostly. Heavy Machinery are in there. Dolph Ziggler is in there. That's about as bad as it gets. Kofi Kingston, Big E, R-Truth, Morrison, Miz. But it's like everyone you'd expect. Reigns, Lesnar, AJ, Eric Rowan, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, Ricochet, McIntyre, Rusev, Lashley, Aleister Black, and Buddy Murphy, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, Strowman and Nakamura, Corbin, Elias, Reigns. That's, pretty much all the big names.
Yeah, it's hard to pick one person and just be like, yeah, it's going to be that guy. I think Lesnar's going to do the impossible and just run the table with the championship and sets up something where Fiend is probably going to lose maybe the title before WrestleMania. I don't know. And then you have like Lesnar versus whoever that champion is going to be, in my opinion.
A title v title?
Yeah, to like make it like a title unification match. And the
What
brand
would you
split.
do then?
I don't know.
Oh.
So you think Lesnar's going to win it?
Yeah. I mean, he's got pretty much like all the other accolades. Why not? And again, it's hard to pick anybody else that would like beat him.
Cain Velasquez coming out number 2.
I really don't want. I do not want to see him hobble down to the ring and just like mean mug him and then try to fucking throw him over the goddamn.
I think it's
really
happening.
No,
I don't know if it's number 2.
it's going to be
because I think
so
they'll
awful.
they'll want to build Lesnar up, so it might be like Mysterio at 2. They'll throw Mysterio out, and then like he's done segments recently with Ricochet and R-Truth. They could come out. You could throw
Mysterio
them
hobbles down, but he's like, "I'm sorry, I'm too injured from the ladder match on Monday. Here's my replacement," and it's Cain Velasquez coming out to Rey Mysterio's music.
I think he's got to do that, yeah. And he might even eliminate Brock Lesnar. Could be.
I don't want to see it.
Someone has to.
I think
Anyone else?
Brock's winning the
Any
table.
bold predictions?
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Oh, well.
Speaking of bold,
Michaels, there you go.
Oh shit!
I mean, there's two.
I'll go with an obvious one that everyone's obviously going to shout about, but probably will never happen. CM Punk.
Now, see, that's a bold choice. That's a bold choice, and I wouldn't mind seeing that happen.
You say that the Sky Bet odds is 4-1.
Wow.
Yeah, he's actually, what would that be, 6-1, I guess, on Paddy Power.
Mm.
So he's up there, equal with
third.
Kevin Owens.
I don't think it's going to happen, but that'd be great.
I'm gonna go with a bit of a bold one.
Oh,
Because it's the Rumble, why not? Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre has lots of hair. Okay,
Mhm.
McIntyre.
That's a good choice.
I like how Jux is gauging this on hair. The amount.
I would not be mad if Drew McIntyre wins the damn thing.
No, it's different. I like it.
Yeah.
If he does win it, that's not the last match.
I think.
No. I think if the men's rumble's first, you got a chance of Drew winning it.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go with that.
And then the women's one, I'd expect something like Shayna Baszler then for the last one. And like a face-off with Becky or something.
I would say
yeah.
the women's rumble would be last because of the amount of surprises that they have in store. Like, I feel like the men's has to be on like either the first or like near the start of the show.
Yeah.
Unless they've got some really cool surprises for those last 3 spots.
Well,
Like
if Cain Velasquez
Like
is
CM
one of
Punk.
them, yeah. If Cain Velasquez is one of them, then 2.
Yeah. And my pick will be another one. I'm going with Edge.
No
Ooh.
way. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Well,
not a
if
very
Edge
bold pick.
wins it, what do they do with him? I mean, what?
Yeah.
He's going to face Lesnar?
He's going to face Lesnar.
It's like what are you what am I gonna do? I
No,
just love
but
that.
I'm conscious. I'm conscious that the guy had to retire because of a neck injury, and you're going on about putting him in the ring with Lesnar.
Yeah,
Well,
He's cleared.
he's got to face Lesnar in the Rumble, possibly, if Lesnar's not already eliminated. And then if he wins it, he's going to choose like the Fiend or Lesnar for the title, which also puts him at risk. Like what?
Just got this image like first part of the match, German suplex, bye career.
Yeah.
I think they'll play that up, yeah. But he's not coming back if he can't take a German suplex.
There's a difference between a German suplex and a Brock Lesnar German suplex when he gets a bit excited.
You're not wrong. That is definitely a thing.
As much as I'd love to say it, I think it's a bit early for Edge. I don't think. It sounds daft saying that, because obviously the amount of time he's been there, but
It's been 10 years.
How about this? Do you think, and this could be a good bonus question, do you think Edge shows up?
yeah, I think he's definitely in the match. I just don't think.
Where's all this Edge thing come from? Has he said that he's cleared?
Yeah.
He's cleared?
Well, I mean, that's the story that's going around.
That's the general consensus. There's a word.
I think so. What was the actual story? Did he not say that he wasn't cleared or something like that?
He didn't say no, basically.
Yeah. And now everyone expects him to be there.
Yeah.
Well,
I can see him being in it, and I can see him taking a few moves and whatever, but I don't think he's going to be in the right state for a Mania main event against Brock Lesnar.
Why? Which state? He's going to be in Washington instead.
Yeah, I think I agree with Will. If he's in it, that's cool, but I'm not sure he's going to win it.
All right. But I'm saying.
If he comes back and obviously he's cleared and whatever, give him a couple of months, I can't see why he couldn't be champion again. But to throw him into that straight away.
Oh, you know what Vince is like. Fucking hell, he'll be in a TLC match at WrestleMania. Fancy recreating that spear he did,
Spear of the time.
like he did with fucking Daniel Bryan in that Intercontinental Ladder match at Mania, just after you've fucking been out for like 10 months.
That's a bold pick, that Chuckson.
Do you think he's going to be in the match, Beans?
Yeah, go on then. No harm in it, is there?
Well,
I think
you
he's
say that.
definitely one of the surprises.
You say that. Well, they might be for him. I don't know. I'm hoping he's all right. If he comes out rubbing his neck to run into Rumble, I'm very worried.
God.
So, Beans, you're actually going for CM Punk? That was a legit thing.
Yeah, screw it. I mean, the obvious one, I think. The obvious one is bloody Roman Reigns, isn't it? I mean,
Well, Reigns is, yeah. But I mean,
But-
that's not a very bold prediction, is it? That's like the least bold prediction.
but
I
see,
want-
there's
Stone Cold. I want Goldberg. I want like a bold prediction.
stop trying to just steal points.
Kane is pretty bold.
Oh God, he's probably one of the three, isn't he?
Yeah,
No, didn't he announce when he was going to be in the Rumble? When
He
showed up
can.
he's
on
not
did
on the
too.
list.
Is he not on the list? Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Right, so we're down
But
to
he
one
did talk a
surprise.
lot about it when he showed up on SmackDown last week. He did say a lot about being in the Rumble a lot.
Yeah, he's going to be on it.
So he could be. Big Show's bold.
I think the men's Rumble is going to be a letdown. I can already see this happening. Just the way the field is, the way that they're setting this up, how Lesnar's the number one entrant and the champion heading into this, like, it's going to be a letdown.
I do wonder.
They got to let the women end the show with their Rumble match, I feel.
I do wonder whether kind of like how you mentioned, Chucks, of like Lesnar, like, you know, starts throwing people out, and you get that period, don't you? Like when someone's dominating, where they literally stood in the ring waiting for the clock to run down, and that's your opportunity to bring someone out.
I kind of think they're going to just do that at least for 3 or 4. Lesnar's in the ring. You send a guy out. He throws him out. Waits a little bit. Next guy comes out. Lasts a minute. Tossed out. Another one comes in, and that leads into Cain Velasquez.
Yeah,
And then
but
Lesnar gets the shot face.
What if it did lead into CM Punk?
Oh my god.
I just don't know that that's the time for it. Punk then would have to be in the match for like an hour.
Well, I mean, Lesnar could go quite far.
You think he's going to throw out 20 guys, just all one after the other?
Yeah.
That'd be so bad.
No, I mean, you could have Kane still coming out in between and possibly like take him out on the outside, but he's not actually
Oh, I hate that.
eliminated or something like that. And then he comes back in and then starts murdering people again, and then CM Punk comes out.
I don't know. I think whatever you're doing with Lesnar is the guy that has to shock him. So if Lesnar, like, what's he doing at WrestleMania? I think Edge is a possibility because he's never fought Edge before. You can't just go back to Reigns or Rollins with Lesnar. No one wants to see that.
I mean, you can, but
No one wants to see Strowman again.
you can, but it would piss a lot of people off.
Yeah, exactly. So either it has to be someone new winning and challenging Lesnar, or someone eliminating Lesnar and that being the Lesnar program, while the winner then faces the Fiend. Like Reigns wins it and he gets the Fiend. Everyone deep in thought.
Yeah. I just
Sorry.
had this image of the Fiend somehow entering the Rumble when Lesnar's in the ring. Screw it. Champion and champion.
Good. If Lesnar can do it, why not? He can just come up through that hole in the ring. And there'll be a hole in the ring for the rest of the match. Then Michael Cole can say, he's not actually eliminated, he went through the hole.
Jesus.
Don't give them ideas.
That one's free. They can have that one.
Alright, well, I think that pretty much sums up the Rumble and the predictions for it. That
I can't believe none of us predicted Reigns to win the Rumble.
because we don't want to.
I think
see that
it's
shit.
just
We've
we're
all
trying
gone
to
with
channel
dumbass
every bit.
predictions.
I mean,
Yeah, we're all like trying to channel our praise, hopes, and thoughts that it gives them some inspiration not to do it.
yeah. Given the aspects of the Falls Count Anywhere, they could just like, they brawl backstage, cut to a pre-tape, and like Corbin just fucking dumps a truck on Reigns or something, and it's like, oh well, he can't compete anymore for the night. There's a
Ever
cement
again,
truck-
'cause
ever
he's
again,
dead.
because he's dead.
Oh, there's the manslaughter. You
there's-
really had to
yeah.
get manslaughter into this.
Yeah, gotta somehow book manslaughter into this fucking show. Something like that though, kind of like what was it? Cena JBL, but that was like Great American Bash, where they cut to a pre-tape and
God, that was bad.
yeah. But something along those lines, not actually murder the guy, but like something to where he's like incapacitated and can't like come out and compete, and then you have somebody take his number.
Is there any chance that they do something like that, but do it where it's Rollins that takes Reigns out?
I mean, it's Falls Count Anywhere. Beans, absolutely. Unless all of a sudden they want to throw in like, okay, but DQs are turned on.
No, sorry. I meant like I'm not thinking about the match with Corbin. I'm thinking for the Rumble or something, after the match or something. And then it's Rollins and Reigns at WrestleMania, like without the title kind of thing.
Does anybody really want to see that though? Like, Rollins is kind of a big enough nerd as it is right now. At least I think so. Walking around here with a goddamn church print from Cafe Press on his body. No, I think Rollins and Reigns, that's been done and buried. Leave that in the past. Yeah, I don't know. I still think Lesnar's just going to be the guy that runs the table, and then I don't think he faces the Fiend at WrestleMania for the championship or whatever, but I think you might have like a title v title situation, and then where you go from there is anybody's guess, in my opinion. Also, Nia Jax could win and reignite her rivalry with Asuka from 2018. If Asuka wins the title. I don't know.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. The money's there. The money is there.
The money's there.
The money is there.
That is no buys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it could be something. I don't know. Nia versus Becky. If Becky wins that match, could be something. I guess.
None of you picking John Moxley.
Oh Jesus! Don't know about that. But yeah, that's pretty much our predictions. Is there anything else you guys want to add before we get on out of here?
No, not from me.
No, nothing to talk about from TV this week.
I mean, we talked about the ladder match. That was pretty brutal.
Yeah, it was.
I think it's going to be quite some time before we see another one of those on free TV, I feel. If you ask me. I mean, I can take a quick glance here. Did you watch the AEW...
On the boat.
Yeah.
Really windy.
A really windy boat. I thought it was great. It felt like... Sorry, Beans, this might be a little bit spoiler territory for you because you haven't watched it yet.
What?
But the swimming pool spot with MJF, it felt like Club La Vela on that show, which was pretty great. Also, somebody had like a pretty great Vince McMahon sign in the background for that. Let's see if I can pull it up. But yeah,
I saw a clip of everyone singing along with Jericho's Judas.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was great.
Oh, pretty cool.
That was amazing.
I need to watch that show. I need to watch AEW more often because I just forget about it. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's a show I prefer on Wednesday nights, and just like in the week in general because it's a little bit different. Sometimes
I don't
it's
think
really
it's ever
good.
been bad. It's 2 hours, so it flies compared to a Raw.
True.
And it's. I don't think there's ever been a bad one. Even the bad stuff, it's like whatever Brandy Rhodes is doing is usually pretty bad. But other than that, for the Dark Order, I'm okay with the Dark Order now.
I'm not. I keep him.
Still hate the Dark Order.
Keep him off television. Supposedly, Raven's the greater power behind it.
Really, I thought Matt Hardy, but okay.
Well,
I'll take Raven.
Remember when the guy was doing like the slideshow presentation to somebody, and he was just like showing all the emails and whatnot, and there's like the distorted voice.
Yeah, and like Drew Gulak should be taking notes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you should.
To do a slideshow, you just like hit the button and then bring up the next slide. You don't wait for the guy to attack you before you can get to slide 2.
Yeah. By the way, this is what I'm talking about. The Vince sign when MJF went into the pool.
In the portrait mode, it looks like a WhatsApp video chat or something.
That's great. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like he's FaceTiming the Olympic night show. That's great. But yeah, when the distorted voice was speaking, somebody was able to unscramble it, and it sounded just like Raven.
Ah, tremendous.
So he might be the guy behind it, which, yeah, that's still not going to get me to care about the Dark Order, I have to say. Sorry.
Ah, you're so heartless. Raven's the best.
He's pretty good, yeah. I agree. What else happened? Rock almost kind of went a little bit long for the Lashley-Rusev match, where Rusev still can't get a win.
Yeah.
They were kind of making a big deal out of an Enziguri from Liv Morgan onto Lashley. Like, got a load of this. Can you believe that move? Or something like that. Ricochet confronted Lesnar. That wasn't really a talking point during the prediction game. I don't know if that was anything to draw attention to. Do you think maybe Ricochet might be the Maven of this year? Where he gets tossed out and then somehow eliminates Lesnar?
I don't know about the Maven, but I think there's a decent chance that he could be like the Iron Man, enters early and stays in for ages.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
I was doing the post-wrestling, they do the poll every year. Used to be review or whatever. And they had who's going to have the longest entry time. It's usually like Dolph Ziggler. Someone with the cardio to go forever, or the experience to know how to work the Rumble, be the ring general for all the time. Yeah. So Ziggler, maybe Rollins. Ricochet, you know what? Ricochet could do it. I reckon he could last an hour.
Okay. It might be, yeah. That might be, he might be one of the final 4. I'll say
could
that.
Could be. Final 4.
He could definitely be the breakout guy of the match.
I would have Reigns and Edge in the last 4, definitely. The last 2.
I don't see that happening.
You'll see.
Also,
spear and spear. They're going to spear each other.
Also, somebody got an anonymous general manager text message there, apparently.
That was me, sorry.
That's alright. Let's see how it is. I'm just glancing over on SmackDown. Yeah, there really wasn't much of anything. I didn't like how Bayley and Lacey were just basically trying to be like 24/7 title contenders, brawling through like 3 segments. It's kind of stupid. John Morrison defeated Kofi Kingston. Braun Strowman and Elias defeated Nakamura and Cesaro. Yeah, there really wasn't much to talk about. SmackDown didn't end in like a giant rumble, like I was kind of expecting. Raw was kind of not that great either. Eric Rowan defeated Matt Hardy like he was a local competitor. I don't know if that was anything worth noting.
Well, apparently his contract's coming up, right? And he's not re-signing. That's why everyone thinks he's going to be the Dark Order guy.
Yeah.
I think they got to make something out of like if he's going to AEW, they got to make something out of him. I feel they might just hold him off until they can get Jeff Hardy. If he can clean up his act.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that'll be something. Of the Hardys and the Bucks, finally.
Super kick Swanton party or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we'll have to find out. Is there anything else? Anything newsworthy? Because I think that's just pretty much it. That's a pretty good.
That's pretty much it.
All right.
I don't know.
More
if you
shows
can
for
throw
boats.
So you can just throw this up. I've just seen this on Twitter. It looks like the purple era is officially dead.
Really?
Oh, what, the cruiserweights?
Yeah, they've just given a new title to Anglo Garza, yeah. Which looks like a black version of the old belt, except it's got an NXT logo on it instead.
NXT Cruiserweight Championship. There it is.
Yeah, that looks cool.
It kind of looks like. Sorry, there's audio bleeding through there. It kind of looks like. I don't know if I can play this on the stream here, but here, let's do it like this, and just kind of break it up a little bit. Can you hold it up? I was just putting it around his waist. Okay.
Which I also noticed when he did that, it's got Velcro on.
It's got Velcro. Oh man. See, if I play it backwards, then they can't come after us. Apparently, that's the rule.
Surely we're allowed to show tweet.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, it just looks like they took the old belt and dyed it black and then added these little like grooves into it here.
I think the WWE logo is gone from the middle plate as well. The NXT logo in the middle.
Yeah. Also, I didn't know I could do this with video. That's pretty cool. Just play it forward and backwards like that. Anyway, all right. Well, that's I guess the purple belt is no longer a thing. Maybe 205 Live is also not going to be a thing or something.
Oh, I keep forgetting to ask. A couple of weeks ago, someone, possibly Beans, or if not, I'm at least going to blame Beans, said that ahead of the NXT show, NXT UK show, there was going to be an announcement about like a UK pay-per-view or something.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say, I don't remember saying this.
Yeah, there's all kinds of rumours that they were going to announce something.
I think Will
Triple H was there, and he did have a sort of press conference with some journalists, which we weren't invited to. Beans. But no, nothing actually came of it. There's actually some interesting news though. It was announced this week, separately from that Channel 5 in the UK, they're going to be showing an hour's highlights of Raw and SmackDown every Saturday and Sunday morning.
Wow. Oh, that's so old school.
It is, yeah.
Hour-long live wire on metal shows.
Yeah.
But I think it's the first time since the Channel 4 days that WWE's on free TV.
Yeah.
So Beans has another source so that whenever I recap the shows, he'll be like, wait a minute, I didn't see that in the highlight package.
I'm going to say, though, it sounds... I'm going to say it's put my ears up when you said it, because I'm thinking, oh my god, you mean I could find out everything from Raw and SmackDown in an hour?
Just the hour of important stuff.
And I believe they're going to be showing NXT UK on 5-star.
There you go.
Which is pretty big for them, considering the only other way with the network.
So the BT buy Channel 5 or something then? Is that?
No, I think they're just sort of licensed their own deal with them. So.
Cool.
All right. Well, we'll be back next week. Hopefully, entertained by the Rumble tomorrow. We'll get to talk about it, and we'll see what this year's Royal Rumble has in store. Like I said, I think I don't know. I think the men's is going to be the letdown, and the women's is going to be the one to watch. So that's my personal take, and we'll see what happens. Take care, everybody. Have a great one. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Bye-bye.